Chapter 14, The Test. Monday, April 17th, 1989. Hi. This morning I woke up really early around 6:30 because I didn't feel good at all. I went to the bathroom, diarrhea. Then I went back to sleep. I slept a little too late, woke up at 8:35. I'm supposed to leave at 8:30. I still feel really sick. If my dad was here, I would have told him, but he's in Tahiti, and his friend Paolo is staying with us until Thursday. Then Cindy, my dad's girlfriend, will come and stay. Anyway, I didn't want to tell Paolo I was sick because he's a real sweetheart and would have done something even if he knew it was wrong just to make me happy. So if I told him I was too sick to go to school, I might get in trouble with Cindy, and when my dad gets back May 19th, my dad. So I forged a late pass and went to school. I got there in the middle of first period. Next period, swimming, I was sick and didn't have my suit, so I couldn't swim. Then I went into the yard, and Byron and his friends started throwing basketballs at me and chanting insane words like, "Don't think about sex, irritated by your Kotex," or "Don't think about sex, can't get it on, irritated by your tampon." Maybe it was part of a rap song or something. Anyway, after break, I went to third period science. Halfway through that, I had to go to the office. I felt really bad. I got to the office to call somebody. My dad's friend Paolo, who is staying with us now, is not home. I wanted to go home. And my dad's girlfriend Cindy is teaching an aerobics class and she won't be out until 12 o'clock, halfway through fourth period. So I waited there until 12 o'clock when Cindy said I could go home. So I did, and Micah, Cindy's son, was there, sick also. So we watched TV for the rest of the day. Then, just about 20 minutes ago, I got off the phone with Celeste before talking to Justin on three-way. Celeste was really sad and she was crying and she had to go, but stupid me, I hung up on her by accident before I could even say goodbye. You know, Celeste is a really good friend. Not as close as she used to be, but still a good friend. I don't know why I give her a hard time. She's not a snob. Anyway, today is Gwendolyn's B-Day. Can you believe that? Gwendolyn is 16. I mean, just yesterday she was 9 and I was 7 and we were playing in Sam's yard, and now she's 16. People age, I guess, but it's just kind of scary, that's all. I've known her since I was 2. She was 4. Now she's 16. I mean, she'll be driving soon and then working and then who knows. But anyway, I should stop tripping on all this. I'm going to make her a poster of all our memories. And also, I'm going to buy her a Beatles tape or something. Anyway, I'm still sick, so I guess I should say ciao. Is that how you spell it? Later. P.S. Saturday night, the night my dad left for Tahiti, my dad's girlfriend Cindy with her daughter and son, Sarah and Micah, plus Celeste and me, my dad also, although he left in the night, we all went to Karen's, Cindy's sister's, wedding reception. They live right next to the ocean. At night it was really fun except for the drums when I was trying to get to sleep. We went rowing and stuffed our faces. The next day, Sunday, we stayed about half the day. Celeste and I got into an argument over a stupid game of Pictionary because I was acting stupid and bitchy. Anyway, though, we made up. Afterwards, Cindy, Sarah, Celeste, and I went shopping for food. So I guess I never wrote about Cindy. She's my dad's girlfriend. But she's not like his new girlfriend or anything. I just didn't write about her till now. They have been together for a long time, ever since the summer. And I never wrote about how the end of summer, when we got back from the camping trip with my dad's capoeira group, my dad's ex-girlfriend, Yvette, kicked our front door down. It was a door with glass window panes. That was a scary day. Yvette was doing capoeira moves, but she was actually really fighting with my dad and Cindy, although Cindy was mostly just trying to help protect us, the kids. Yvette had been coming around last year when I was in the 7th grade after her and my dad broke up. It was weird. Yvette lived with us for a while before that. And at first she was gone, and then she came back and was pregnant. She had a baby and the baby's name was Kaya. Yvette lived with us with her baby Kaya. They had this diaper service. My dad told me that the baby wasn't related to me, but I played with her a lot. Then Yvette moved out and my dad was really sad. I used to hear him on the phone with her at night. It sounded like he was asking her to get back together with him and she was saying no. And then a while went by and things were pretty normal. And then my dad met Cindy, or maybe they had already met because they all studied capoeira in the same group. Anyway, my dad and Cindy have been together for a while now. Cindy's really nice. She told me how she used to be a prima ballerina in New York. She now owns this aerobic studio on Solano. She makes us pasta with pesto and makes the pesto with fresh basil a lot on the weekends. And her kids, Sarah and Micah, and us all go out to dinner a lot too. Back to what I was saying, at some point after my dad was with Cindy, Yvette started to come by our house in the middle of the night and scream and cry for my dad. And she'd bring the baby Kaya too, and the baby would cry too, and she'd stand outside our house screaming until my dad would have to call the police. This happened a lot until Yvette kicked the door down and everybody was fighting capoeira in the street. After that, we got a new door. It's solid wood with a peephole. Anyway, this was all a long time ago, but I never wrote about it. Now Cindy's staying with us because my dad's out of town. Cindy's really nice a lot of the time. She makes this jewelry and gave me a wire wrap crystal. She also gave me this bottle of Karma Sutra Love Oil. She sells it at her aerobic studio. It smells good and you can eat it too. So, I don't mind Cindy staying with us while my dad's out of town, and I don't mind being sick today as long as I don't have to go to school tomorrow. I also never told you, but I'm kind of friends with Sarah, Cindy's daughter. Sarah is cool. She's a writer too, although she's only 11. Here she is. Okay, I think I'll go watch TV. That's all. Wednesday, April 19th, 1989. 9 o'clock a.m. Hi. I'm not in school, though I didn't feel all that sick. I didn't go to school yesterday because I did feel sick. I thought I needed a day to recuperate, so that's why I'm here, home. Anyway, I feel really calm and centered, unlike last night where I had to listen to classical music all night to calm myself. I'm also on the rag starting this morning, so that's really the only thing that's got me down. Let's see. Today I should do the dishes, clean kitchen. Friday, April 21st, 1989. I guess deep down I still really love TJ. I cry when I think how happy I could have been. And to think he used to kiss me and now he won't even talk to me. I must remember I dumped him, but I just know he would have hurt me more than I was already hurt. But we all must have hurt feelings. Or is that true? I'm just listening to Depeche Mode and I'm thinking about TJ and, well, I saw Funhouse today and remembered how every day we go to his house. We watch Double Dare and such. And then one day we were sitting on his bed like we always were and watching Funhouse. They had these stupid people being cave people. I said cave people. Hold on. I just realized. From the time I was on the trip, in the car, riding down endless roads, curled next to my sister and little brother in the back seat, listening to the same music. My big brother's tapes as he played them in rotation on the stereo from the front seat, Depeche Mode, The Cure, etc. I knew as much about life as I know now, and I have experienced so much since then, but I haven't learned anything. Nothing of real importance in the world. Not since I was looking out at the fields of Nebraska, Georgia, or whatever state I happen to be in, on or across the USA car trip. I told you about that. Anyway, I realize I haven't learned anything since then. Nothing that matters. But back to my story. TJ and I were watching Double Dare, and there was these people on the show pretending to be cave people, so I said to him, "Cave people don't do that. They pull each other's hair." Then I pulled his hair. "Ouch," he said. "You hurt me." "Sorry," I said in a voice that somehow always comes out sounding tender and loving. Then he pulled my hair. "You hurt me," I said. "Sorry," he said in the same tender voice. Then we started kissing. This is too painful to recall right now. Going to sleep. Night. Esther. Saturday, April 22nd, 1989. The loneliness has set in. I don't have any food in the house and I'm hungry. I'm missing so much right now. I've been missing romance and feeling stale and bored. I'm just here, praying under the moon I see now shining through my window that something will happen. The wind is pretty wild tonight. I hear it banging against the house. I feel like that wind tonight. I just need something to happen. A little adventure. I'm bored these days. I miss feeling things so strongly. I don't seem to do that anymore. I mean, feel strongly. I wish I still did. Esther. Monday, April 24th, 1989, 9:30 p.m. Arg. Yawn. So much has happened since I last wrote, Saturday. I can summarize it up. Before I forget, let me write about Saturday night's happenings. I had planned to sleep over at Blair's and get stoned with Zach and Blair. Blair's sort of been taking Tracy's side for a while now and also just not really being much of a friend because she's so busy or something with her boyfriends. But she called and wanted to hang out. I wanted to meet with him, Zach, so I called Saturday morning and talked to him, but I also told him I didn't know when and that I'd call him back sometime today and tell him. So we planned a time, and I called him, but he wasn't home. So I left about 6 messages from about 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I had pot, and I left it at home, so Blair and I, had to go over to my house. Afterwards, we went to Sitter and Shattuck. We stayed there, and I met Caleb and this other guy that I don't know. Blair knows them both from Rocky Horror. Caleb, who's really fine, good body, but kind of fucked teeth. Well, I don't know Caleb at all, but I was riding his skateboard all around. Caleb and me and Blair and this other guy, Caleb's friend, all went to this alley courtyard type thing and smoked a joint they had. I was so fucked up. I couldn't barely see. Anyway, afterwards, Caleb and me were just hanging on each other, not kissing. But anyway, we were acting weird. Then we all went to Burger King. Yeah, I know, Burger King. I got a salad and I got Caleb a shake. I spilled my Coke. People ate my salad. Caleb was feeding me. I was feeding him. Yeah, I know it's corny. Then me and Blair did Where is Thumpkin? Then we left. We walked down to Rocky. It was about 9 o'clock p.m. Then Tracy went and told Caleb some very bad lies about me, although I'm not sure what she said. And then it seemed very apparent that he didn't want to be near me. Then no one was telling me why. I was stoned as hell. I could not see well. I felt strangely by myself in my own world, Caleb flitting in and out of it more often than not. But often he would leave on his skateboard, and then I felt really detached. I was really confused, and as I said before, really stoned, and no one would talk to me. So I cried. I cried a stream of tears. It seemed like forever I was crying. I felt lost in a pool of tears. But then I stopped crying. Blair asked if I knew why Caleb was mad, would it make me happy? I said it would, so she went to find Caleb. Then I saw him balled up in a corner with his skateboard, and when I walked by, he said he needed to have a talk. And I said okay. I sat down. He told me that Tracy said some stuff about me, but he didn't tell me what it was. He also said that he doesn't want to hurt me. I don't remember what I said, but in the end I asked, so does this give you bad feelings about me? He said, I can't deal with this, and skated away. Confused and stoned, me wandered about, but soon I was just stoned. I was happy. That's when Caleb came back and put his arm around my shoulders. I said groggily, let's go smoke a bowl. Then this other girl named Jay, she's really nice, came with us. She had a few tokes and then she left. Then we stayed there in another parking lot back alley. Caleb had his head on my lap. Then, for the longest time, we just sat there, face to face, or kind of cheek to cheek, breathing and listening to each other's breath. And to my delight, he didn't try to feel on me like other guys do. Then he got my neck and latched himself on with his teeth. It bled. I think that it made him feel good. I don't know what he was doing, but it was making me go into spasms. I've been to the vampire phase, but I don't know. Anyway, it felt really good. After he was done, I felt like I wanted to be with him for the rest of my life. I didn't say that, but I think he heard me in a telepathic way because then we just started kissing. Then everything started spinning, and for 1 second I wasn't in that parking lot anymore, and I wasn't with Caleb either. I was alone further down Shattuck. We were closer to the UC Theater, over near University in Shattuck, in a parking lot near McDonald's, but I was all of a sudden by myself down further on Shattuck near the library and the Shattuck Hotel. I didn't know how it happened, but the ground was spinning. My body felt really like it moved places. The ground continued to turn, and then I was back in the parking lot with Caleb. It was really weird. I can't really explain it. It's like I left my body or something. Then we sat there kissing for a while. Then we went back in the front of the parking lot. We sat down and just held each other for a while. We stayed that way for most of the night, from like 10:30 p.m. to 1 o'clock a.m. Then around 1 a.m. we went inside Rocky. I had bought a ticket, but just a waste of $4.50. So we went in and sat in some seats in the back row and kissed and hugged for a long time. Then I latched with my teeth onto his neck. Then he shivered and jerked about, then said, don't do that again if you don't want me to rape you here and now. So I didn't for a while, and then I don't know why, but I did it again. Then he did it to me again. Then I went into the lobby, and he said he had to go. And I got all serious, and he didn't kiss me goodbye. I hugged him, and then he held out his hand in a half wave and skated away. Soon after that, Blair and I left. Then me and Blair walked in the freezing, pouring rain to catch the bus. We waited. It was about 4 a.m. on Sunday. Then, in about 20 minutes, a cop came and asked us if we were runaways, etc. So we called Blair's mom from the payphone, and she came and picked us up. Then we went home, had tea, went to sleep. I got to sleep around 5:30 a.m. and woke up around 9:30 a.m. on Sunday. What did I do? Sat around, watched TV, couldn't get to sleep. Today, went to school, took makeup cap test. Got a bathing suit for $58. Cindy took me shopping for it. I thought of Caleb. I wonder, does he remember me? On Sunday and today I had to hide hickeys. Cindy saw them when I was trying on bathing suits. Oops. I don't have Caleb's number, if he has one, and I don't have any way of getting a hold of him. Maybe I'll go up to Center tomorrow, Center in Shattuck. I might see him. I know he said he's going to Oregon on the 1st. I don't know much about him. Do I? Stupid Cupid. Wednesday, April 26, 1989. Around me circles sweet, thick smoke, and can I cry? for the mask is not fair. On the windowsill, a troll stands. Fearless yellow eyes don't care, they just stare. Can you look my way and flick your eyes? For I can't. You pulled out from under me the ugly sheet of my appearance and grabbed the inside of me, not even knowing what it was. And you didn't want it. Fuck, I can't write anymore. Caleb is confusing me. 9:30 p.m. I'm a real nowhere man. Today I wanted to try and find Caleb, so I went up to Center and I saw a bunch of Rocky Horror people, Tracy's friends. I don't know any of them, but most of them hate me now anyway. One of the nicer girls named Alice called over to me, Esther, so I went over there. Caleb and Tracy were there with some of their Rocky friends. It looked like Caleb and Tracy were making out or something. So I went over and walked around in circles, and I went back, and another one of the nicer girls, Susie, was there. So I talked to her. Then I walked near them, Tracy, Caleb, and the rest of the people sitting on the oval brick wall. They told me to leave. They were acting really spiteful and nasty, so I stayed talking to Susie. Then went to where they were about to leave. Caleb told me he'd explain all this if he saw me in Portland. Then he started to walk away. Alice called him back, so I told him that I wouldn't be in Oregon if he could tell me now. No, he said, he couldn't. You could call me, I said. He said that he already tried to get my number from Blair last night, but that she wasn't home. I could give you my number now, I contributed. No, I'll tell you when I get home, he said, and that's all. He walked away with Tracy. Maybe he hates me, but not as much as Tracy hates me. Well, that's part of it. But he already hates me and he hasn't even given me a chance. It's Tracy. She does not at any expense want us to be around each other. The fucking bitch. Anyway, nothing much is going on. I'm just really depressed and bitter. Later. I just now realized something. After that happened with Caleb, I remember how Blair told me that she learned from her father's spirit on Halloween about the golden vampires. I realized that Caleb must be a golden vampire. Not that I know what that means, besides that Caleb has a tan and a golden glow instead of being pale white. Besides that, I really don't know anymore. I'm just feeling so confused. I feel like Caleb took the light that was starting to grow back inside me again. I'm scared of him, but I kind of like him too, and I don't know why. I just know nothing about him and have no way to reach him and don't know if he likes me. I doubt he likes me. I think he was just using me. I feel bad. I feel like I let him take the life force when he latched onto my neck with his teeth. It was like he was out to drink my blood and now there's nothing left. I wonder if Blair was right, that there's no going back. Maybe I sometimes still wish I was still a vampire, just like Blair used to say, for my own protection. I don't know. Maybe I'm just sick of being used by people. That's all.